Hey viewers, so once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. Based on high demand, Mr. Raf is here. Former president of Nigeria, President Olusegun Obasanjo, has made a very strong statement saying that the civil war would have been won by Ojukwu himself, if not for the help of Niger and other Islamic countries. This came out on Daily Post Nigeria. You can go and confirm it yourself. Mr. Raf, Olusegun Obasanjo made a statement coming out.
It's a very lucid statement, a plain statement that is not needed any investigation or further screening. You look at the statement, it's straight, because I've often been saying it, harping on that on this channel, that Nigeria Biafra civil war actually was won by United States of Biafra under Ojukwu supervision. Do you know why? I've actually made it known to people that British Labour government then, by Wilson or Robinson, was busy supplying Nigerian military clique led by Gowon with ammunition, arms, serious arms, firearms, and because of these supplies, from British Labour government, then it began to look like genocide. And if you watch what actually transpired then, it was the biggest, largest bloody genocide in African history. To some persons, it might look somehow what I'm saying, but I'm trying to borrow what I read from Frederick Forsyth. May his soul rest in peace. He died 2 weeks ago. Ojukwu's friend that was reporting alongside Biafra, fighters in the southeastern Nigeria. Fred Forsyth wrote My Friend Emeka. Fred Forsyth wrote The Dogs of War. Frederick Forsyth wrote The Making of an African Legend. Frederick Forsyth wrote The Soldier. He wrote Days of Jackal. The man was a war router. He's an expert in reportage, war reportage. So he made it clear that it was Britain, it was Russia. Ojukwu discussed with Russia on how to help Biafrans. Russia said 10 years, drilling of our oil along Niger Delta states or communities. Ojukwu said no, because Ojukwu was then a small boy, in his 30s, mid-30s. Russia had to go. And they came into an agreement with Gowon. That's why Russia, they fought against Biafra. Britain fought the war using their tabloid, their dangerous journalists to supervise what was going on in Nigeria. Genocide committed against Biafra people. Do you know that I will shock my viewers that Egypt was among the people that fought against Biafra? Chad was among. There was this group from Chad called Bodo from Chad. They fought against Biafra. As a result of Chad being an Islamic state or country then, they joined hands with all the Sahel countries, Muslim countries in the Sahel world of West Africa. I named them: number 1, Mali; 2, Niger; 3, Senegal; 4, Egypt; 5, Chad. They fought against Biafra. I don't want to mention almighty Britain and Russia, because it will begin to look like people will say, only this small Igbo tribe, and they have not been totally extincted or gone into extinction. We still, board all this boredom, all these heavy artilleries from these Sahel countries. Number 1, Mali; 2, Chad; Egypt, as a result of Islam. They gang up against the Biafran Christians that kept on defending, retreating, because of the kind of, heavy human materials on the side of Biafra were actually, were subdued, in the sense that go and come up with a policy that nobody was defeated, nobody actually conquered. I don't know whether you understand. No vanquish, no conqueror was it. Then after the war, it was obvious that we came together again, we regrouped again, wanted to build a stronger nation. But the kind of agenda the hegemony in the north had for the southeastern Nigeria is not healthy for the Igbo man. That's why reintegration as a policy profiled, as a solution, compensation and reparation as a policy, of, let me say, reconciliation, could not be implemented or executed by Nigerian states. They started sidelining the Igbos. In the political leadership of the country, the Igbos were excommunicated. Since 1970 till date, almost 60 years now, Igbo man has no hand in political leadership of the country. It was only Fulani, Hausa, Yoruba, Fulani, Hausa, rotating our presidency among themselves, thereby allowing our economy to over-dilapidate. Nigerian economy is dilapidated, unamended or revamped roof, leaking. Yes, it's a leaking roof today because Yoruba man cannot actually manage, yet he is boasting to be better in administrative. It's very laughable. Administration better when a Yoruba man lack maintenance culture. We have seen what is going on right now, how Tinubu has actually destroyed Nigerian economy. Nigerian economy is nowhere to be found, the worst in Africa. Angola has tripled the worth of Nigeria, gross national product, or what they call it, GNDP. Angola is the best in Africa. Look at Southern Africa. Southern Africa, they are learning from Nigeria before. Today, Southern Africa has become a Europe to the Igbos, to the Yorubas, and the rest of our sister tribes in Nigeria. Because if you look at the system over there, it's exactly what is happening in Switzerland, in Britain, and so on and so forth. And I will shock you that in the Southern Africa, we have East London, Port Elizabeth, Pretoria, and all these areas occupied by the white or the Europeans are actually economically or politically functioning like Western Europe, but still in Southern Africa. So what I'm saying is that the two hegemonies in charge of Nigerian political leadership are failure. These are people that don't go to school. Because of Islamic ideology, they team up against Biafra and Igbo people, messed up Nigeria economy. From 1960s till date, it is Fulani man for something years. It is Yoruba man going to 20 years. I mean, the political leadership under their care, under the care of the Fulani man for something, for 6, for 7. Political leadership under the supervision of Yoruba man, 16 years to 20 years right now. None for the Igbo man under Aguiyi-Ironsi, 1966, only 6 months or less than 6 months. Yeah, unitary system of government. Then what about Zik? What are we going to say about Zik? A ceremonial president. A president that can only tie scarf on his head. Speaking English on behalf of Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. See, let me tell you, it is too obvious that the problem Nigeria has today has to do with bigotry. I name them political bigotry, religion or religious bigotry, ethnic, tribal bigotry. Still remain the reasons the hegemony could not understand the real material, the real person that could bring Nigeria into among the league of third world, developing countries. They have misunderstood the Igbos, and right now they are all blaming themselves. Because as an Igbo man I give you the true analysis of Biafra, United States of Biafra, non-stopping. Yes, and nothing is going to stop Igbo man from implementing Biafra emergence. It is on course. It is coming. See it approaching. We will no longer belong here. Nigeria is overdue to disintegrate.
Well said, Mr. Ralph. As usual, you've done justice to this. A lot of people is coming out to ask questions. Why are these old men coming out to say this at this point in time? Revelations coming out from Yakubu Gowon himself now. Former president has come out to say this again. Why are they saying this now? Is it not too late, or are they up to something? What do you have to say about this?
Saying all this is because they are afraid of death. They are afraid of dying with lies and falsehood. They are afraid of dying with their unfulfilled dreams. The fear of the unknown. Something you know that is right, you didn't say it. If you die, it's going to hurt you down to the abyss. So what I'm saying is that Simon Ekpa, Mazi, Wanjoko, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Okwu Kanu, onye ndu nwa Chineke. There are the fears of these old men that are dying, trying to vomit truth, actually buried in their various stomachs during the war of 1967, 68, 69, and 70. Yakubu Gowon actually know that it wasn't the coup announced by the BBC that it was Igbo coup. Britain start from the onset destroying Biafran people, announcing a coup that was carried out by the entire tribes, ethnicities in Nigeria, particularizing it only to the Igbos. Yes, that was why the mutiny, the killings, Operation Ochepu. Yeah, the bloodletting in the whole barracks, army barracks across north, across southwest and southeast. That's why they carried the operation out, killing the Igbo officers for nothing. It was Britain that announced it. It was Igbo coup. I'm telling you, it wasn't Igbo coup. Gowon has come out to tell you the real cause of the war. Oil war. They want to rip the entire solid mineral in the southeastern Nigeria. The coal is there. The gas deposit, biggest in the world, Imo State, is there. The oil exploration in Niger Delta states, Imo, Abia, Anambra, Akwa Ibom, Delta states, Cross River states, River State, Port Harcourt. It is because of this oil. That's why they could not say the truth. The Fulani hegemony, the hegemony of the Fulani, the Arab, Chua Arab, the Fulani, the Muslim pigs in the north, were busy, disaliving the Igbos, unaliving the Igbos one by one, visiting house to house in the north, killing pregnant Igbo women, slitting their throats, ripping off their stomach, dismembering the fetus, the unborn babies in their womb. And this has brought this kind of shame and abomination, disaster on the current Nigerian state. Is bloodlet. It was a bloodlet that the entire country called Nigeria will never be forgiven. God will never forgive them for ripping open stomach of an innocent pregnant Igbo women. The blood of these Igbo women, the blood of the fetus, unborn babies in their stomach, will never forgive Nigeria. It is the right time that Nigeria be what? Dismembered, disintegrated. Let us breathe fresh air. The blood let in the past is haunting the entire Nigerian people, especially the disgruntled elements, the disgruntled dissidents, politicians in the political leadership or landscape of country called Nigeria. They are all intoxicated with the blood of slain, killed Igbo men. Extrajudicial killing still going on in the southeast actually warranted that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa just from nowhere emerged to give Igbo man Biafra. Biafra restoration is a reality. If you ask me, I will tell you, I will refer you to the Knesset, Israeli lawmaking body. They are there debating Biafra. You want to need more reference? You should visit the American congressmen and White House. They should actually tell you the reality. Reasons why Igbo man Biafra should actually see the way from Nigeria. Nigeria is a contraption structured under wrong structure. Blood structured under the blood and powers of darkness. Nigeria is not a good name. Niger meaning dark, black, darkness area. I refer you to amalgamation policy of 1914, which expired since 2014. It is a high time the whole Igbo will actually, understand whom they are. Thank you.
Well said, Mr. Raf. You talked about Biafra breakaway, and a lot of people will be excited because that is the thing online.
Yeah.
But are you aware that King Charles have arrived America in a quest to stop the Biafra declaration? King Charles in America currently in a secret meeting with Donald Trump. What do you have to say? What is this move for?
It's a fake news. It's an empty propaganda. It's an empty propaganda because of course I know that Charles is having terminal disease. It is the right time that Charles dies. Follow his mama Elizabeth. Madam Elizabeth stopped Biafra. Even he paid money if it could cost him so thousands of pounds to slaughter the entire Igbos in the 1967, 68 to 70 war. She paid that money. So Donald Trump is Mr. Truth, a Jew. Donald Trump has actually understood whom Charles is. Prince Charles is a pagan. They are people that are bent on bringing Islam all around the world, promoting Arabic ideology. Yes, of worshiping our land, Muhammad. That's why I tell you that anything Britain, nothing good shall come out of Britain. And listen, right now, as I'm talking to you, he is in America, is not for Biafra. Before he was there, Biafran government in exile have actually taken their position. They've made it clear to Americans reasons, cogent reasons, healthy reasons why Biafra should sit away from Nigeria. Prince Charles could never have prevailed on Donald Trump to do otherwise. It is an empty propaganda. Heresy is just a mere rumor. It cannot happen.
Well said, my viewers. You heard it all from Mr. Raf himself. Have a nice day.